So I will not take care. No, everything is okay. Thank you very much. So waiting for that. Hope that please interrupt me as we agreed. To be live. So we have more than 300 registered. So we will count.
350 already.
Oh, 350.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just got an email notification saying like this webinar is starting soon. So all of our participants already got it also.
Nice.
Okay. Then Slava, when you gonna reach the point when you will address questions that we prepared, I will just drop one by one. Like now this question, then this question.
Okay.
I
will be invisible in the call, but Thekla, if you need something, you can address to me. I will be here.
Yes. No worries, Hannah. And Slav, how do you want me to interrupt you? I mean, should I just jump in and should I say, "Hi, Slava," on this?
If you feel that you want to add something, just tell me like, okay, Slava, can I add something here? Okay, and I will give you the microphone. I do remember that we agreed that I should switch on the DORA regulations slide. I will do that. But if on other slides you will see something, we're happy to, if you will support or maybe not support my point of view. We already tested, so technically it should work.
Okay.
But frankly speaking, last 2 times without Anna, we didn't have Anna that time. But those 2 times, there were every time were any kind of problem. I don't know why technical, because this specific feature of LinkedIn to connect to Zoom, so it doesn't work stable, unfortunately. But hope today it will be okay.
It loses traffic sometime, but hopefully we have 3 of us have a good karma, so we're gonna go without any interruptions. The only thing that important to know, but I will navigate you through this. We're gonna have lag a bit of like 20 seconds. So when you're saying something, the audience gonna hear it and see it in only like in 15-20 seconds. So that means that when I will say, okay, I'm going to go live, then I will check and then I will say, okay, now we're live, we can start. And then we can start talking.
Okay.
Thekla brought us a bit of sunshine.
Let me see where.
In Warsaw we have.
At least here we have a bad weather. Yeah, it's a bit sunny now, but it started raining from yesterday.
We have this weird type of rain the second day in a row, as if it's not rain, but if, when you're hiking, for example, and you reach the level of clouds, it's like just moisture in the air. So that's what, it's so weird.
Are you a hiking person?
Me? Yeah, when I have time. Yeah, that's something that's super tool to recharge all the batteries.
I tried once. I went to the hiking for 3,600 meters mountain, and
Where did you start? Like, did you make the whole
Yes,
altitude?
the whole, but we started something around 500-600.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, I was
Was it
like,
one shot up and one down?
yeah, it's
So you
during
did
like during one
3,000
day.
meters
Yeah,
and
yeah.
3,000. That's, I have not, what? No.
After
No.
that, I don't do that anymore.
No, that's like if you have your first run and do marathon at the first kind of, no, that's maybe me. That's too harsh. You should try Zakopane. They have super nice and like mild routes, and also they have this system of in Polish it's schronisko, which is like a shelter in the mountains. Is they're kind of cheap, and you can travel like if you have several days, you can travel from this shelter to shelter, and it's gonna be maybe like 10-15 kilometers maximum per day, with pretty kind of doable elevation gain. And then you can see different types of mountains from high Tatry to middle, and
Oh,
maximum we
I should
have.
try it. I should try
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. They are not that tall, like 2,400, I guess. Risi, this the highest peak. The rest is lower, but it's still super nice. I feel like it's my home base. Tatry, it's super, super nice place to stay.
Oh, I'll try. I'll try. What
Yeah.
about you, Tekla? Are you participating in this Ironman challenge?
Oh, I saw this. You guys are crazy.
These guys are crazy. No, I'm not participating in that. It's too extreme for me.
Yeah.
No, I know that the team that they're preparing, we started preparing from May. So for a year, they will be having full training, and they have daily coaching and daily training in order to make sure that they're gonna reach to that level that we'll be able to do. So yeah, these guys are
So brave.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But it's the strength also and the determination that they have to wake up at 5 a.m. each day,
Yeah.
training, and then coming at work, and then after work. I mean, it's very admirable, to be honest. But I'm not so crazy.
That's a good thing.
We have the saying in Russian, bravery and madness.
This is a madness, right?
A bit, yeah. Yeah, no, that's oh. That's a determination. I have
Exactly.
several people in my surroundings who's participate in this in half of Ironmans and full Ironmans, and that's full-time job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's crazy amount of
yeah.
workload and trainings and all this stuff.
Exactly. In order to build the endurance to be able to have all three at the same day, because it's one after the other and might take 6 to 8 hours to finish.
Oh, that's very difficult. Especially I know that some guys from the team, they started to do that first time for this run. They have never done like half of marathon before that.
My God. Did
Okay.
they survive? Did they manage to do?
I will we will see next May. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah, what about timing?
It's 2 minutes. I'm
2 minutes.
keeping an
Okay,
eye.
one minute.
Yeah, also I will start the timer, and once we reach, I'm gonna tell you when we reach 20 minutes left, and then 10 minutes left, and then 5 minutes left.
Okay.
I need to also start record the video recording, because then technically we can't download the video from the LinkedIn.
I've done it through Note Taker already.
The video. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Then I forgot that it has also this feature.
Are you happy with the
Okay.
note taker slot?
Sorry?
Are you happy with the note taker?
Yes, this is read.ai. It works pretty well, better than others. Especially, we have a lot of dialogues and discussions in Russian. All other note takers are not very well at that, but note taker is very good. I can recommend.
Okay.
This is read.ai.
I know some of our team members are already using. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to see how to onboard it, but I'll reach out to you later about this one.
With pleasure.
Okay, I'm preparing us to go live. Okay, and we are going live. We're live.
Hello, everybody. So we are exactly on time, and we will start immediately. So if somebody will join later, you will be able to see the recording. Welcome to our webinar. We will talk about in-house versus outsourcing today. And let me introduce you our guest here. We have Thekla Paschali today. She is CTO of payment service provider who is leading in Europe, and this is a group of companies. And I'm very happy to meet you here, Thekla. Hello.
Nice to meet you, Slav. It's a real pleasure.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
I'm also introducing myself. I am the CEO of WislaCode Solutions. We are a software development company. We work for fintech and banking specifically, and we do custom software development for those companies. Today we will talk about in-house versus outsourcing, and I will announce you how we will split our today's webinar. It will take go in two parts. First, I will give a microphone to Thekla, and I will welcome you, Thekla, to share your experience about your own, expertise, about your own experience of attracting in-house and outsourcing teams. How do you balance them, and etc. And the second part of webinar, I will share with you the presentation which is based on our research, our interviews of top managers from fintech companies and banks, as well as joint, investigation on the basis of research of Deloitte and other firms, consulting firms. How do companies in different industries approach to this question, and how do they solve it? So let's start. I will come back to the presentation after that. And by the way, everybody who will request the presentation in comments of our webinar will receive the presentation after that. And we have also a surprise for you. This is very specific material we will be happy to share with you. So please feel free to write down comments under the webinar, and we will share with you this material. I will announce it later. And now let's go forward. Thekla, thank you very much one more time for joining us. And let's start with full introduction of yourself, your experience, your career, and your company, so our listeners will understand who are they talking with.
Right. Sure. So I hope you'll find interesting the topic that we're discussing today. So hey everyone, I'm Thekla Paschali. I'm the CTO here in Payabl. My background is more than 15 years in technology on different roles, on different companies, from service provider companies to more fintech as the one that I'm working at the moment. So Payabl, it's a fintech company which provides different financial technology services to empower the business. So our main goal is to help our merchants to manage their finance with zero worries. And our motto is to make the money flow. What this means is, like, as a company, we want to have all in one platform. That's why we are also releasing our Payable One platform. But going back on Payable, what we service out there, on Payable, we have two domains. One of our domains is acquiring, and the other domain is banking. So on acquiring side, we do have our own payment gateway, which we are serving as acquiring provider. We have different card schemes integrated with us, which this help our merchants to be able to serve their clients and to be able to sell their services. But not only that, we are offering alternative payment services, which they can reach to different countries, different regions, that they are not specifically and explicitly with the card schemes. The other domain that we are offering is our banking domain, where we are offering payment accounts, business payment accounts to our merchants, so they can manage their finances, their banking finances, because we are offering a core banking. We are not a banking, but we do serve through our licenses core banking services to our merchants, and they can manage their, if somebody has an acquiring, they can manage also their banking fees and services in one platform. So our Payable One idea, because worth to mention, we are very customer-centric and user-centric company. So we want our customers and merchants to be able to integrate with us with zero issues. We have dedicated account managers, dedicated technology support to support them on any type of integration. So we're trying to have all in one, as I mentioned before. So we have our Payable One dashboard. So our merchants are able to see all their balances, do transactions, proceed with any transactions if they have banking and domain payment accounts in one platform. So no multiple platforms, no multiple user credentials and everything, based on the accesses that they're granted from the merchant onboarding. They can have all in one platform. That's why we are saying that we want to have the money flow. And not only that, this is our main domains, but we do have side domains that we are offering. We have POS machines. We are also exploring more on the open banking at the moment. So we want to expand more and more services out there to help our merchants manage their finance with zero worries.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. As your partner, I know that Payable is a big company, big group of companies, and you also use both approaches. You have big and very competitive and very good, mature in-house team. I know it well, and you use as well outsourced team. Could you please elaborate on that? How do you make decisions? What's your strategy, and how do you decide whether to use this or that approach?
For sure. First, it's worth to mention the size of the companies, the employees, that we are having internally. So in product engineering department, we have more than 120 people. And each our employees, each our developers are assigned to different products, projects, etc. But on that number, we have also our product teams, we have our business analysts. So we have the full set of the development flow and cycle. Now, regarding your question, Slav, yes, we are using both outsourcing and in-house. How we are strategically deciding is we want to keep our core internally. So all of our core products are managed by our core teams.
Mm-hmm.
while any quick wins or new projects, we might evaluate the option of going with outsourcing. As a company, as I mentioned, we have 2 pillars, which is our core pillars, with all the products beside them. But on the fintech world, we need to make sure that we catch up and we hear merchants of what they want, of the new trends, the new things are out there. So it's never like we stay there, we have these products and we don't evolve. Each month, each quarter, each year, we want to offer more to our merchants, expand more, either from technology side to use the latest technology trends and everything. Security, for sure, it's one of our top priorities, but also to make sure that whatever we have is what our merchants need. So one of the decisions of how we want to approach the outsourcing is for our small quick wins or side projects, not part of our core products, we are considering of outsourcing it. So we have external team, but it's not external team. We are always an external team onboarding like it's an internal team. So we have weekly catch-ups. Our delivery managers or BAs will be involved and be part of that process. So we will never leave any outsourcing company. We just throw some requirements and we're going to tell them, please do until this. It's always a catch-up, see of what is going on, if we're on our roadmap, if not, but also until the project is finished. But also what we are utilizing and what we are doing is for MVPs. So if we want to have some MVPs and we don't have the resources yet internally for some of our core products, what we will do, we'll hire outsourced team that more as developer as a service, if I may say, because we onboard and we treat them part of our team. We treat them part of our company, and we are the ones giving the requirements, checking if they have any bottlenecks, if something that we need to, any risk that we need to be aware of. But at the same time, what we are doing is we are also starting hiring developers, product, business, in order to be able to adapt to the team. And once the outsourced team finish the MVP, our internal team will be able to continue, validate, and further improve the product. So with this, we are trying to be quicker, have better quality, and also to have some metrics in place, because we are also having MVP phases, see what the merchants are needing, if it's okay, and then we are improving slowly but steady.
Thank you very much. And you mentioned that for in-house teams, you prioritize first of all core functionality to develop. But this term, is more or less wide. So you can call core something very narrow or something too wide. For example, for payabl, as I know, as PSP, you integrate a lot with third parties on the market, with payment providers, with payment sites, etc. There are a lot of work to do. Is it still core? Or where is the border between core and what you usually outsource?
For sure, it's a really good question. It's indeed a bit vague, core, because on some companies, core might be different of what is going on. So for us, core is our basic functionalities. Integration to third parties, yes, because as a company, as what I was mentioning before, we want to offer to our merchants different ways of integrating to us. So some of the ways is directly connecting through API to us. So we have this option on both our payment accounts and also on our acquiring services. On our acquiring services, we do have also hosted payment page, which what we do is we are providing the page for our merchant in case that they don't have any development experience or resources to integrate through API. But also we are offering different plugins to Shopify, or we are offering through our APM solutions. So we are offering multiple options to our merchants. And the last one is that we are integrated through payment orchestrators or payment bridges that they can offer this technology to the merchant with different acquiring and PSPs. So going back on the question, what we outsource is any connectivity on the hosted payment page, which everything that does not affect our core and how our product, our core product is processing. So anything relating to our processing services, either on acquiring or on the payment accounts, it's something that we are managing internally. While small wins like SDK or connectivity wide or integrating to APM, we might consider of outsourcing it, but our core is our payment processing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Very clear. And what about your previous experience before Payable? I know that you have long history of professional growth. What are examples from your previous jobs? What did you see? What do you think is feasible, clever or not very clever moves?
For sure, for sure. I mean, across the years and based on the experience and how technology involved, also strategies involved. We cannot say that the strategy that we are following here and I'm here saying about our more hybrid outsourcing versus in-house, we're trying to find the balance, was a trend 10 or 15 years ago. So I worked, as I mentioned initially, on different companies, different type of companies, but let's say 10 years or even 13 years ago, it was very mainly that everything stays in-house. All the developers are in-house, no outsourcing. Even I was working in a company specifically that each developer had known a part of the code and never known the full code. So on that, at that time, it was very strict on security and everything needed to be internally to make sure that you're not losing knowledge, which is a valid concern, hearing of what is going on out there and still going on. But throughout the years and through all the enhancements from legal regulations and everything, it's much and much easier to hire outsource and do part of the job and have the legal grounds in place that they can protect you. Especially now that something that you mentioned and that you're gonna show later on with Dora and the third party onboarding that you need to do and all the checks that you need to check and make sure that all NDAs are signed. So regulation came in place to help business of outsourcing, but helping also two sides. So all these regulations coming up, all this speed to market that everybody needs to catch up, then started considering that needs extra hands for a period of time or needs extra developers for the specific part of it, while then will be maintaining by one developer, but in order to create it, you might need 5 developers. So this need came across the years and across all the companies that I worked on. And that's why most of the companies, I believe, and we'll see from your presentation, are tend more on this hybrid trend of outsourcing or in-house development.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. I think we can move forward to the presentation, and I will present, but Thekla will add from her experience. That's very, very important for us to have this joint discussion and understanding of the question. We will not give an opportunity to ask questions to Thekla right now. We will answer all the questions in the end of our webinar. So please write down your questions in the comment section of the webinar. And when I will finish the presentation, we will be happy to answer all the questions. All our assistants are online and they will get all the questions and send it to me. Thank you, Thekla. Let's go forward. Yeah, what we've done in this research, we first of all had interviews with top managers of fintech companies, e-commerce companies, and banking, and I will give you several quotes of those interviews. And we decided to support those impressions after the interviews with normal research. And I got several research from Deloitte, McKinsey, and other sources, and I will show it to you like joint impression after the learning of the topic. So why companies pick in-house versus outsourcing? You see here that they go for outsourcing mostly when they need access to scarce skills. That's obvious. If you don't have skills, you try to find them outside of your organization. The second leading opinion is routine procedures, routine tasks, and a lot of integrations. That's why Thekla, I asked you about the integrations. I thought that integration, that's something you can, which is limiting your growth, and you have to find external hands and heads to do that. But you see, this kind of task is part of your competitive advantage, part of your customer focusing approach. That's a different approach. You see that statistics shows different. Yeah.
Indeed, Slav. But as we said, I mean, different companies are working differently, and they consider core things differently.
Yeah, exactly. And when companies are going in-house, first place is security and perimeter, as you also mentioned, that's quite difficult to introduce third-party team into your secured perimeter, into your data, to work with data, especially in banking and fintechs. So that's also obvious answer. The second is quality and speed. It was a surprise for me, but it is also supported from interviews I've made with my respondents. And you see the quote here, and this is my pain point. In short, this respondent told me, this is from bank, so top manager from bank. He told me that they tried to use outsourcing, but vendors failed, and they couldn't deliver quality and speed. They couldn't deliver as bank expected, and that's why they had to switch to in-house development. That's a pain point for us because we are on this market. And when I see such kind of feedback, that's a pity to hear that. And they told, yeah, please.
Sorry, Slav, but I wanted to say, like, yeah, I do have some bad experiences also on that. So that's why we changed the way of how we treat outsourcing. Because at a point on my other companies, we tried to outsource for a specific project. They said, oh, we're gonna do for sure, no need to worry. They showed us demo, everything was there. So they were a bit pushy, let's go live, let's go to production and everything. And when we went to production, everything was ready from our side. They were never ready. They still had development to do. Their system was failing. So we needed to pay, but based on agreement, we needed to start paying fees on a system that it was not working. That's why now in our company, based on these experiences, we treat outsourcing differently. So we don't take and guarantee quality and speed and what we see, but rather we check. We have checkups, we have meetups. We are part of the team to make sure that not only our side is ready, but also our outsourcing company does what promised to us.
Oh, super. Great comment, but still pity for us. I created my company as well because after my 25 years experience in banking, I thought that we can do we can change the world, yeah. But when I see such kind of feedback, that's pity to hear. And I would like to pay your attention, focus your attention on the hybrid plus this point. Companies go to in-house because of knowledge retention issue. They want to retain knowledge in-house. But during my interviews with one of banks, leading European bank, they told me that they use hybrids specifically for that. So they believe that employees can rotate, can move to in other departments, to in other companies, and having stable long-term partner nearby help them to keep knowledge of the project, keep knowledge of the process, and help them to still be safe in this with knowledge sharing, with knowledge retention, and continue to develop services. So you see that there are a lot of different, almost opposite points of view, but this is statistics.
Exactly, exactly. And this on, sorry, Slav, just to add a small one on the retention is two ways. Because if you have an outsourced company, having all your knowledge, yes, you have a partner, but then what if they use this to create something else for another merchant? So you're not, except if you have explicitity. But then if you have explicit agreement, it's not like outsourcing agreement, because you have somebody that you pay to work for you only. So it's more going on the in-house. So this on the knowledge retention, I will kind of disagree that. So yeah, having it in-house, you keep the retention. But on hybrid and having a partner, I would not so say that I'm on that belief.
Thank you. So you don't agree with my respondent, but you know, that was his phrase. Yeah. Thank you very much for the comment. During the last years, we see several major trends. First one is outcome over output. This means that model which is dominate on the market is managed operate model. This means that companies are no longer hire just people, just heads and hands. They hire part of the team which delivers value for them. A second trend is selective insourcing. That's important to mention that a lot of companies are moving to in-house, moving to in-source, more than 70% over the last 5 years, as you see here. But the key word is selective, because they understand that they have to take core knowledge and competitive advantage in-house. But it doesn't mean that they don't use outsourcing, because we see on numbers that outsourcing is still growing. And the third trend is regulations. So regulations is very, very important nowadays, and it influences also on in-house versus outsourcing, because there are a lot of requirements in terms of security, in terms of stability and risk mitigation. And I will tell more about this on the further slides. But this is for sure, this is the trend. So the question nowadays about outsourcing is not cheap or expensive, about resilient or fragile. That's how decisions are made. There are several insights we found during the investigating those research. And the first one is don't buy ours, buy flow. This means that companies attract outsourcing companies while measuring lead time, deployment frequency, change fail rate, and mean time to recovery. So they are ready to transfer knowledge, they are ready to take them in-house, and they are measuring outsourcing teams as well in business terms, in business KPI terms. And the most important thing here is also that those teams should be incorporated, as Thekla also mentioned, that companies, outsourced companies, should be incorporated into your own tooling. So no more separate reports or vendor metrics or something like that. They are part of your team. Second insight is that vendor management as it was is dead. Now everybody is moving to resilience maintaining. This means that companies should define service level objectives, how they will operate without vendor. So the good metrics here is that in 30 days, company is able to take everything in-house. They embed transition clauses into the contracts. They control very strictly third-party providers. And this is the trend, but we know that this is part of the DORA regulation as well. But I can tell that this is also part of best practice and common sense. Yeah.
Exactly. But what you mentioned also, Slav, is don't treat vendor as somebody external. You need to incorporate them. You need to hold the knowledge. You need to hold the data. You need to hold the code. And it's more trending to what we used to have is the developer as a service. So you're hiring an outsourced company for their knowledge, for their hands, and you incorporate them in, as you mentioned, with business KPIs. So you're providing the problem, you're discussing together how the roadmap, how it will be delivered, and then how many hours will be needed. So it's not only, okay, in 3 months I will want, but it's more chatting together and having this time frame in place. So if it's something that is urgent and needs to be in 3 months, it's something that the outsource provider needs to consider and say, okay, then we'll have more resources, or we work more hours, or we follow different strategy, or we can deliver A, B, C, D, and F later on. So this needs to be in communication with the company and the outsource company, how they're gonna cooperate together. And something else that I wanted to add is, yes, hiring started changing because we are not hiring developers. That's why I introduced before is product engineering. So we want engineers. We want engineers that they will know the product and they will know what they deliver, and they will have the responsibility and accountability, but also to be able to understand the business, the return on investment, why, not only what, but also the why part.
Wow, very, very strong statement. Thank you. Thank you very much. The third insight we found is that structure is changing also. And this is somehow supports your words, but not 100%. What we see in trends is that companies use team topologies. Previously, we used to have like a front team, back team, CI/CD DevOps team, quality assurance team, etc. And we lost in our projects, lost in communication between teams. And it was very, very difficult. Nowadays, successful companies treat in-house teams as team topologies and as product team and outsourced team as well. So full stack team can deliver business results, and they use as well platform as a service, development platform as a service on the customer side. This is the trend we found while learning the research. And in short, today, no company is 100% in-house or outsourced. Thekla also mentioned hybrid approach, in-house plus outsourced. What we see here is that on top of that, this is trend to go to captive centers, like global in-house centers. Companies create specific companies for delivery. And additional new direction here is digital workforce. It is RPA, robotic process automation, AI agents, you name it. A lot of stuff is available now, and this is the trend how companies also deal with sourcing, not only in-house outsourcing or hybrid. It's also more options, and we call it multi-sourcing reality. And this shift reflects the trend that companies are seeking value and speed, not just cheap hands and heads nowadays. I also try to find quotes from people who shaped the product development industry, and common knowledge about that, about their opinions, is that they recommend to protect your own jewels, but invite partners to fuel your speed and innovation. This means that you should not outsource thinking, and you should measure outsourcing companies to outcomes, not output.
Exactly. This is what I was mentioning, so is to outsource for your quick wins. So you are competitive, you fuel your speed, your innovation, and you continue while you hold your core internally.
Yeah, thank you. And by the way, you also mentioned what Martin Fowler told about agile approach. He also wrote an article about heavy communications approach and very strong integration with outsourced team, as well as you mentioned. And this slide is about European risk lens. We're talking about regulations here, and as we mentioned, DORA and NIS2 are getting more and more influence on in-house versus outsourcing decisions, and they recommend, best practice, but still this pushes companies to go mostly in-house to support such kind of strict directives. So they require stronger third-party risk management, governance, and keep core and critical capabilities in-house. But still, I believe that for non-core work, outsourcing still remains viable. Yes, with stronger third-party risk management, stronger security and privacy, and ability to work on the client's environment. But still, outsourcing has place and has something to do with companies who follow DORA and NIS2. Thekla, you are also working on a regulated market, regulated environment. Do you feel such kind of influence? What are your recipes if companies want to attract expertise from outside the organization, but they are under these strict regulations?
We are as a regulated company, we follow DORA. We need to follow DORA, and we need to follow NIS2. And this is what I was mentioning before, is you need to have a strong digital risk team. It's not only about cybersecurity or infosec anymore, but digital risk. So you need to have your strong team that will be able to, from privacy, from data, they will scout out all the contracts and make sure that all the vendors are following what DORA requirement or NIS2. They have the governance, they have the SLAs, they have the BCPs and everything. So it's not, regulation should not be a stopper for the companies, but regulation will be something that helps you to be more secure and help you to be able to onboard the valid outsourced companies that will be able to give you these more wins and the speed and the innovation that you might be not lacking, but you don't have enough hands. So it's outsourcing hands to help you have more revenue in. So yeah, DORA and NIS2, how we see it in our company, is not like stoppers for utilizing outsource, but it's more of validating and helping us onboard better our outsourced vendors and make sure that our outsourced vendors, they have all the requirements, all the certificates in place, and that we can trust them for the work that we're gonna give them.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I know well that you have very well-established process of of controlling the organizations. Thank you. So, where are the in-house wins for banks and fintechs? First of all, this is cost decisions, high regulatory, and knowledge retention. This is a very good quote from one of my interviews with respondents. The very core of the decision engine is own development, and he told me that you should be in the driver's seat of the technological development on your platform. That's how they decide about the strategy, where to go in-house. When we're talking about outsourcing, still using partners as accelerators without compromising control, this is the key. You can't, for example, this is very, very good quote from the interview. People burn out. Better not my people. That's what they say me. Told me that there are a lot of stuff to do when integrate with ecosystem, with platforms. You cannot just hire and fire people every month. There are a lot of customizations to do, and sometimes businesses are limited in growth if they don't have enough hands. And you see here that using partners for integrations, this is one of trend. Using partners for acceleration, this is one of trends. And using cohesive vendor squads, not out stuff like hands on heads, but vendor squads who have done it before, who is already experienced in doing what they are doing. This is the most beneficial way to build such kind of work.
I kind of agree on that, because outsourcing and squads is something that we are also using for our teams. So our development teams are on squads. Each developer, they're on their domain, product, side product that they're working on. And yes, sometimes we are using outsourcing to accelerate, to make sure that our people are not burned out on these side projects that they need to take care of. They know that somebody is taking care of, it's there for them, they support them, and they're also part of the team, and they have the knowledge transferred to them.
Yeah, thank you. And the next option is hybrid plus BOT. BOT means build, operate, transfer. This is the approach where you take partner to start with something, and they build processes, they build first versions of the product, and after that they transfer knowledge, transfer processes, transfer source codes to your in-house team to support and to continue development. In general, this is a smart way to gain speed and still keep control. We are talking about risk, we are talking about control, we are talking about regulation, and this is something in between. You can gain speed in the beginning, and after that still keep control and keep in-house knowledge. Here I decided to show you the developer velocity index from McKinsey. So they suggest to use BOT models when your capability is core but underdeveloped. So you add third-party competences to boost your team, to make it deliver faster, to give them additional expertise as well. And they developed as good consulting team. They developed 46 drivers across 13 capability to assess your DVI index, and after that decide where to go. Should you go to BOT or not to go to BOT? From my experience, you don't have to measure 46 drivers and reassess it in general. You mostly understand usually what do you need here. From our experience, we see that sometimes customers require CI/CD support from our side. So we build a process, and after that transfer to their team, and also we help them to hire the team and to learn the team and transfer knowledge and transfer processes to them. Sometimes they require a quick start only with building automated quality assurance, for example. So we build the framework and help them to learn the framework, help them to build the processes, and after that we transfer the knowledge to their in-house team. So that's how BOT works, and you can use McKinsey DVI index or not, but the logic is more or less the same. By company types, we see that in general, middle and large fintechs mostly go in hybrid. Banks very strong in in-house development because they're very strict in regulation and they have a lot of sensitive data, but still they use partners on peripheral apps, and they are mature enough to share KPIs and gain-based or outcome-based contracts. But startups, they are leaning to speed first. So they hire external team to speed up the development, to start with something, and only after that they implement BOT approach to transfer knowledge to in-house teams. This is the slide about, you know, something which is more or less obvious, but not all companies are now using that. The recommendation here is that performance-based pricing, this is the best approach to reach your KPIs, your business KPIs with attracting third-party teams who will help you to do that. And this is the quote from my interview. So this bank told me that they got hockey stick in business results, all because they had aligned KPIs with the outsourcing team. Our approach as WislaCode, we work with fintech and banking. We work with regulated companies. What we do, we always deliver in customers' environment. We not always, sometimes we have shared KPIs, but if we don't have contracted KPIs, we know about your KPIs, about your business goals, and all the team knows about that, and every developer in the team knows about that. And we don't have any secrets or black box approaches, and we are DORA ready as well. We know how to work in BOIT. So for me, it was surprise, but very pleasant surprise that we are following more or less those trends which I mentioned here.
And
This is the decision.
Sorry, Slav. And I can say that for our company, I mean, working with WislaCode is one of our success outsourcing stories.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Here I made the decision map. It more or less reflects what we've discussed previously. One phrase here: don't see outsourcing as a cost choice. It's not about cost cutting or paying more or something like that. View it as a tool for building capability and resilience. We have together measure, integrate, and stay in control. And we are happy to reach not only delivery goals, but business goals as well. That motivates every team. We also created a specific questionnaire about choosing the partner. This is a scorecard. We will be happy. This is short version. We have long one. We will be happy to share it with you. Please put something like plus or request in the comments section under this webinar. We will be happy to share it with you. And the bonus for participants as well is this presentation. We will also send it by your request. Thank you very much. Thank you, Thekla, for supporting me for this insightful conversation. And now we are happy to answer the questions from the auditory. I need a moment to check it. Okay, we have live questions from Andreas. Super proud to see and hear Thekla. That's for you. My question. What risks are you willing to accept with outsourcing, and how do you mitigate them?
Risks, yeah. We have a lot of risk based on the security in place, the quality. So how we mitigate them is we ensure, as we mentioned, that we onboard the vendor. So we don't treat the vendor like outsourcing. And we create the environments for them. So we hold the knowledge and everything. So we are trying to mitigate the data leakage or the knowledge leakage outside of the company. That's why we have also our legal team, digital risk team, and making sure that our contracts are protecting the company on our side. But also, can you tell me the second part, Slav?
Yeah. The question is, which risk are you willing to accept with outsourcing? Okay. And second, how do you mitigate them? So you answered about mitigation,
yes.
But what kind of risk to accept? Yeah.
Yes. So acceptance of the risk might be the way of working, or the quality might not be on the level that we want, but it's something that we do accept. And that's why we are hiring internal teams, and we are treating it as MVP and having plan afterwards how to improve and what will be our next steps if needed. So this is a risk that we are willing to accept. on our side.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Marco is asking for Thekla as well. Do you consider the outsourcing companies from different countries and or time zones?
We're trying to stick to Europe due to the time zones only. So we are not restricted in Cyprus or Germany or Poland. We are exploring, but the reason that we want to stick on the Europe time zones is because we want to have this engagement. And if we engage outside of these time zones, it will be difficult for our teams to engage and to have this partnership in place.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can support you that we have projects in American time zone, for example. That's a challenge. We used to work with that. We know how to do that, but that's a challenge for the team, for the processes, and for the communication as well. Yeah, thank you. Moving forward, this is one of the questions that you sent us before for the webinar. For me, what signs indicate that in-house team is already overloaded and some tasks should be outsourced without losing control over critical functions? So my answer here, I would be happy if Thekla will add her opinion here as well. My answer here is that you will see it on business metrics usually. That's not about the team itself, it's about business metrics, because your business understands whether you are struggling with expanding or whether you are struggling with getting KPIs, getting business metrics as well. And you also get a feedback from your partners. So of course you listen your internal team, that's for sure, but usually outsourcing team should help and helps with reaching the business metrics. This is the criteria from my point of view.
Yeah, I agree, Slav, and I want to add something. Like, as business, we have business strategy, we have our roadmap that we are building for the next years, and we can decide and see which parts can be outsourced, when should be outsourced, how will be outsourced, and everything. So it's also the business KPIs that you have in place, but as company, you have also your business metrics, your business strategy, and you want, okay, this year I want to expand my revenue by X percentage. How? Then you go on how, on what, and then you split it. And while you split, you see when an outsourced company can help you accelerate and reach that goal.
Thank you. Thank you. What I've seen here also is that this kind of approach through business metrics sometimes shows that the problem is not within the company, but within the partners this company want to integrate with, and outsource team can help with that as well. So sometimes I've heard the stories when companies lose clients because they couldn't integrate with them, and without additional hands it was not possible to do. Another question, from Sergey. Can you identify any special features in the promotion of outsourcing in the fintech sector as opposite to other sectors? I will try to start answering, and I'll be happy if you will add. As I understood question, the promotion means that how can we promote such kind of services as beneficial for our customers? What we do, this is not about the industry. It's about what we are doing right now. I have banking experience for 25 years, and I believe that I understand a bit business requirements on that side, and this kind of added value from the development, not from technical side, but also from business side, understanding the customer requirements and our customer requirements as well. This is the way I believe how can we promote outsourcing, because if we have a team of 10 years of experience in this particular sphere, we have done it before, and me personally, I'm involved into every project, so we try to support also business decisions and business outcome. This is my belief, but I see that there are a lot of strategies on the market. They are different, and I believe that all of them are feasible. Only one which is not feasible is the quote when I started: if you fail in delivering quality and speed.
For sure. From my side, just something to add is like, for us, in order to choose our outsourcing vendor, for sure is based on their experience. So we will never choose a vendor. I will never say never, it's a strong word. But for sure will not be our top choices to choose a vendor that they don't have experience on our field, because then it's difficult for the outsourced company to understand our business, understand quickly what we want to build, and help us build this business roadmap for the specific project. Because even if it's a small project that needs to be done, if it's an integration, if the company does not hold the key knowledge of what the other business is doing, it's difficult to understand and to follow the requirements of what they want.
Exactly. Thank you. Thekla, one more is for you. How do you address the issue of knowledge leakage when key processes are handled by external contractors?
Okay, so for external contractors, we are creating our own accounts. So we do have our security metrics in place. We are creating their accounts to our systems, but we are not exposing them, as I mentioned before, to our core system. So the only risk that we have there is for the integration part that they're working. They will never be able to go further on the deeper product, on the core knowledge that we are protecting. So the risk that we are having here is mitigated because we are exposing only what they need to deliver, but also we have, as I was mentioning, strong legal team and digital risk team, that they have the contracts and NDAs in place that protects the company in case something noticed after the delivery.
Thank you very much. Another one live question. I think, we have 4 more minutes. Another one live question from Predrag. That's a long question. Given that building internal knowledge and organizational readiness often extends timelines and decreases dependency on vendors, how can companies realistically ensure effective knowledge transfer from outsourced partners without inflating costs or reinforcing vendor lock-in? Let's answer together. I'll answer from my experience. What we do usually on our projects, we build the system from the first day when everything, all the knowledge is already on the customer side. We work in their surrounding, in their environment, in their Jira issue tracking system, in their Slack, in their documentation, Confluence, etc., etc., etc. We're also ready to add in-house developers as well into our team to make this transfer of knowledge not like a specific procedure, but natural way of working. So that's how we minimize usually this specific effort while transferring the knowledge.
Yeah, also from our side, I mean, vendor locking, it's something that we are concerned about it. And how we treat it is when we see and decide from business side that, okay, this is something that will continue. So we are trying to hire from day one, because even hiring takes time, interviews, while we have an external team, external vendor working on that. So we integrate our new developers from day one on this project. So since they are new in the team, new on that product, they're trying to get as much as needed, but also we are agreeing with our outsourced vendors a period of time of 1-2 weeks that they have extensive sessions with our internal team to make sure that all the knowledge is transferred.
Yeah, thank you very much. I suggest to stop now. We have 1 more minute left. Thank you very much for your questions. That's means a lot for us. that this topic is interesting for you, and we will be happy to answer your questions if you will write them in the comment section under the webinar. We promise you that we will answer your questions. I will send them to Thekla as well, and I will answer myself. Thank you. And I would like to remind you that we have bonuses. We have specific materials to share with you. Please write down comments below the webinar post, and we will be happy to share those materials with you. Thekla, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for this insightful conversation. And
thank you, Slav.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And we will be happy to hear your feedback about the quality, about the content, about everything. So feel free to reach out. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oops.
Oh, Slava left already. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah, so I will, if you need, I can, let me double check. Yep, has
I
ended.
hope that it went as planned.
Yeah, everything is great. As soon as I can see, also I checked with my colleagues if was everything smoothly. So I need to double check it, but seems like we're fine.
Okay, perfect.
So, okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care.
Bye.